Well, there are indications that the Nigerian Railway Corporation's words and corresponding actions will fast-track the restoration of Abuja-Kaduna train services. Correspondent Ladi Bala has the latest on the efforts so far.
The recent train derailment has disrupted the social-economic lives of Nigerians who prefer the mode of transportation. However, progress is being made.
The coast is becoming clearer, and the hope of getting the damaged rail lines fixed is heightened following efforts of the Nigerian Railway Corporation.
The deployment of this crane is a game changer, enabling the team to make significant progress in clearing the derailed coaches. The affected coaches have been lifted and moved to a maintenance site. The locomotive is expected to be evacuated soon.
We're able to move 2 coaches that ordinarily there's no way we'd have been able to do it without a crane. Because one was crossing the track, the other one was up there, but we brought it down.
We are all excited because our MD has tried and make the work very easy for us with the help of the crane. But before that, the higher men have been able to achieve a lot.
And my role here is to prepare the track, to receive and to take away the rolling stock, the ones we are recovering, and after which the track will be restored for traffic. It has really been challenging, but we are doing our best to ensure that operation commences as soon as possible.
Nigerians have been assured of timely completion of the repair work and restoration of service.
Give or take.
By end of this week,
All this should be, the track should be completed. They will now start stabilization check, safety audit check for, let's say, another 1 week to make sure that everything is ready. Then we now face the issue of customer relations.
The railway workers are enthusiastic about the progress, eager to return to normal operations. In Abuja, Ladibala, NTA News.
There are fresh calls for the Central Bank of Nigeria to step up its push to strengthen corporate governance and risk management across the banking sector. Experts on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, while speaking on the recapitalization of banks, said even with the recent hike in capital requirements, they are still worried about risky lending practices. Ekemini Williams reports.
Since the central bank announced the new capital rules, banks have been weighing their options to meet the tougher standards. Industry insiders say some are planning to raise fresh funds through rights issues. Others may shift between Tier 1 and Tier 2 categories, and some are even looking at mergers to stay afloat. Analysts believe this recapitalization drive will make banks stronger and better able to compete, particularly on technology and infrastructure. With more capital behind them, banks can invest in innovations like artificial intelligence to improve services and keep their edge.
Yes, the truth of the matter is, Irene, the recapitalization will even put banks in a stronger position to compete. But this time they'll be competing at a different level on the basis of technology, okay, on the basis of infrastructure. You hear that one particular bank is now using AI, in its operations. So the other banks will now want to compete, along that, along those lines.
The guests, however, did not hold back their criticism. They accused banks of chasing short-term profits instead of supporting key sectors like manufacturing and agriculture, while pouring funds into oil, gas, and government lending. They also took aim at what they called multiple taxes, the excessive charges customers face. They stressed that as the sector goes through these changes, the CBN's close monitoring will be critical to ensure banks actually follow the new rules.
The kind of exposures that banks go into in terms of lending, they are supposed to do proper evaluation of loans. But sometimes these evaluations are deliberately watered down to benefit themselves.
Let there be policies that will make the banks, finance the sectors that we need to grow the economy. And rather than what they do now. If you look at a triangle, what they are doing is they are financing the top, the Dangotes and the refineries and others, and then at the bottom, as a wage earner, you get loans easily because they are charging you so much, and then they are financing those at the top businesses, but all businesses that are in the middle, which are the actual businesses that are employing people, are not being financed.
I will allow the regulator let them note very seriously that much of the money in circulation presently are outside the banking system. This money, are with the POS people.
With the compliance deadline around the corner, the guests reassured the public, depositors and investors that Nigeria's banking system remains safe, sound and resilient. In Abuja, Ekemini Williams, NTA News.
This is the News Desk at 6 on NTA News 24. More reports will follow after this break. Stay with us.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
By the special grace of God, I will be turning 65 years old on the 21st September 2025. And this happens to be a Sunday. This is why I have decided to dedicate the day to God for all His blessings in my life and having a quiet birthday. I wish to appeal to those who would like to send a birthday card, cakes, flowers, greetings in the newspapers, or gifts. Should please send the funds to the designated account for a special project close to my heart, among many others. The completion of the National Library. This will be the best birthday present I could receive. My love for education has informed my decision to dedicate my birthday to this worthy cause. This fund is coordinated by the Federal Ministry of Education under Oluremi at 65 Education Fund, Zenith Bank PLC. Account number is 131-031-4977. Thank you for joining me in this building project. God bless you.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. The Ahmadiyya Muslim Community International non-governmental organization, Humanity First International, is set to celebrate its 30th anniversary globally with sports activities, walk, run, and bike across the globe. According to a statement from the Humanity First International, HFI, in Nigeria, the events are slated for Ikirun, Kwara State, Abeokuta, Ogun State, Ibadan, or Oyo State. The grand finale will hold in Lagos on the 20th September 2025 at Ojokoro, Ahmadiyya Muslim Jumat headquarters along Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway. The sports activities would be an avenue to raise funds for the international non-governmental organization Humanity First International. Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, says education as a foundation of hope must be safeguarded in order to secure the future. This is in her message marking this year's International Day of Protecting Education from Attack. She says the theme of the celebration, challenging narratives, reshaping action, is a call to move beyond words and take stronger action to safeguard education, while applauding security agencies in the country country for doing their best. The First Lady notes that protecting schools must remain a shared national priority. She appreciates international organizations, including UNICEF, UNESCO, and the Education Above All Foundation for their efforts in advancing child education globally. National scholars under the Renewed Hope Initiative National Scholarship Program have taken delivery of a third tranche of 1 million naira to further aid their academic pursuit. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu handed out the funds along with brand new laptops during a midterm assessment and interactive session with the scholars. State House correspondent Adeni Itaiwo reports that beyond the scholarship, beneficiaries also got tips on early start in business.
Emerged national scholars under the Renewed Hope Initiative National Scholarship Program in 2023, an initial sum of 1 million naira and a laptop delivered to them to support their educational pursuit.
The money given to you is a lot, but that doesn't mean that you should go and become lazy.
What started out then as sponsorship evolved into mentorship at this midterm assessment and interactive session held by Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu with the scholars. The session, which saw the First Lady heading a panel and engaging directly with the scholars, seeks to measure impact and, more importantly, raise unusual students who intentionally combine learning with earning.
I want to ask you, what do you also add to the table?
That question, followed by a submission, shaped the content of the interactive session as the First Lady, drawing from personal experiences, harped on the need for the scholars to exploit the environment by undertaking small business ventures.
Do something to add to what you've already been given. It's good for you to learn a skill or something that can help you.
I just want to encourage you, just put more effort and be a source of pride and ambassadors of Renewed Hope Initiative.
The computer that Renewed Hope Initiative this has given to you, this is your gateway to the world.
Therefore, if you have the skills, don't just keep it to yourself. Try and do something so that people will see what you can do.
And never look at the money and say, oh, the money is too small. And also remember that not all money is good money.
Also, in today's world, we have remote working. So check for opportunities for remote work wherever you're not entrepreneurial.
I would advise you to always save, trust God, and stay focused.
The panel was not disappointed, as feedback from the cohort of 47 scholars indicates that a new crop of entrepreneurs is already in the making.
For the past 2 years, I've been a professional graphic designer.
How much do you earn?
So for students, it can be around maybe 7,000 to 10,000 per job, but for people that are not students, maybe 20,000.
Well, I sell jewelry in the hostel. I engage in cooking in bulk, and I also engage in industrial cleaning. That's what I do to support
and
my
you sell to your fellow students too?
Yes, ma'am.
Very smart.
Question and answer session soon gave way to another round of empowerment as the scholars received another 1 million naira, marking the third tranche in their scholarship from RHI, along with a brand new laptop, courtesy of National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. It is expected to serve as a fresh motivation for the scholars to study and work. From the banquet hall of the presidential villa, Adeni Itaiwo, NTA News.
And towards repositioning its activities to meet global standard, the Bayero University Kano Alumni Association has a redesigned website to serve as central hub for communication, networking, and updates on the university's activities and opportunities. Hadiza Muhammad reports.
Unveiling the Bayero University Kano Alumni Association website, the Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Haruna Musa, urged members to stay connected with the institution and update their profiles by uploading their data to activate their accounts.
I would like to
assure Buka that the management of Bayero University Kano will work closely with them with a view to propelling our great institution to much greater heights.
President of the association, Shuaibu Idris Mikati, highlighted that beyond redesigning the website, the association has executed several impactful projects, including the provision of water facilities at the female hostel.
In 18 months or thereabout, we were able to achieve a lot. We've been able to launch a website today. We are about launching a cooperative society. We are challenged by paucity of funds.
Also speaking, Senator Ibrahim Shekaro emphasized that giving back to the institution not only enhances its reputation, but also secures opportunities for future generations to benefit from the same, if not better, educational experiences than alumni enjoyed.
We need to encourage, right from primary, secondary, and tertiary, people should learn to come back and pay back what they have taken away. But passing away and forgetting the past, the government cannot shoulder all of this.
The 35th Annual General Meeting featured a paper review on corporate governance and management, as well as discussions aimed at fostering unity among members and strengthening collective efforts to support the university in achieving its set objectives. In Kano, Hadiza Mohammed, NTA News.
And that concludes the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Stella Inameti.
The implementation of the ruling is also dependent on another aspect or another arm of government.
Nowhere in the world will allow under digital economy for banks not to be dispensing domestic currency in that economy.
What will make this one different? We want to know what they do as occupation. All of these are attributes that our questions have been designed to investigate.
In a few days to come, you see that they are all around their own crannies and everywhere in Nigeria, telling people to cooperate.
Welcome to Nigeria Today.